Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I'm going to be running solo, most likely, might have someone pop in a little bit later, but we are going to have week 6 of Left to Learn slash Skill to Kill. We're just going to go with Left to Learn from now on, and we're going to have two teams squaring up here. It looks like XPie. It's going to be a group effort of a couple people. I believe it is XPie. I believe Revy might be in there. Simple, couple of some people that have played on some tournaments in the past are going to be jumping back and forth to kind of join in and explain a few things here and there. And what I'll be doing is pretty much casting like it's a brand new teams playing. Call some of the basic stuff to do on death toll and whatnot. Of course, I am not the best executor as far as player, but we can go over what the basic meta would be on death toll. So we're going to have an early tank as well, so we'll get to see the opportunity for that, to see it played out. LOSing, line of sighting the tank to make him lose rage is going to come into play here. We'll talk about that again when the tank comes in the rotation, but for now, we're just having the teams talking about it a little bit. We're getting them split up, make sure that the mentors split back and forth here. And this is going to be pretty exciting as soon as we get it along the way. Mentoring team is pretty much you have a skilled player, or maybe not a skilled player, I would say a veteran, someone who has played Left 4 Dead over the years, played in tournaments, maybe even won tournaments, but they just have the basic knowledge of how competitive Left 4 Dead is, and they'll go in there and explain here and there. And some of the basics that I will do here is kind of explain, if you're new into Left 4 Dead and you want to get into versus and competitive, different things to do with your SI, far as ways to get set up certain choke points on death toll to get the best value for your infected, where to set up for your survivors to take choke points. We're going to really start digging into those these next couple of weeks instead of like just casting the match. Do a lot more explanations, because there are some weeks that'll come up where we might not have a mentor or a coach to here to explain. So it's good to have at least a cast with maybe just not myself in the future, to have somebody, or even have someone from the audience come in and join once in a while. Maybe have some new casters come in and try it out, so we can explain and have them ask some questions as well, because they'll be newer, and be able to answer them live would be great. So that's what we're going to hope to do with Left to Learn in the future. We're going to have links for you to join if you want. Of course, it's the word I'm looking for here. There, I got it. Here you go. There is a Discord link for anybody who's interested in playing. Right now, this one is kind of set for this week. We could do more in the future, could do more during the week, depending on how popular it goes, how much people want to try to get in here and learn what they can learn. I'll cast every single one that I can when I have the time to do so. So if you're interested to do that and watch yourself play, well, let's watch the ones that have signed up for this week. Let's see what they could do on Death Toll. We'll get it started. Tank's going to be at 33%, but let's do the opening hit. And the Boomer's going to go in for a stumble here. Now, due to the tank being at 33%, usually my call would be to send all the SI in right away, but it looks like Left to Learn right now, they're trying to explain what the best criteria for a hit is here. Try to maybe charge someone down the hill. Charger can't really find a spawn. Maybe in that tree there he could have gotten one, but they've already retreated backwards. The Charger's coming in. They try to get a pull. Charger can get in there. Oh my goodness, the car hits the Charger. The Charger grabs a survivor. This is crazy. There's a cap out, and it's just going to be a wipe from the gate. Okay, and there's no time to call things out. That is going to be a wipe going out, and that is Death Toll being Death Toll. Yeah, really hard to call out, and that's just here. I'll type it out.
Somebody help me!
Death Toll being Death Toll. That's exactly what that is.
I heard the military was holding out in Riverside. Unless anyone has a better plan, I say we head there.
Yeah, so pretty much what happened here is, of course, well, first we saw the car miss, which was kind of crazy. But that was all just seemed to be planned from the Special Infected as the 2 cap goes out there and the car cleans up the last 2 survivors. It was a beautifully well done I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that when you're coming in as the infected team. You can solidify the wipe. You do want to get the cars into play, which is very well done. The survivor team was just not able to get the clears and retreat backwards to safety. And that is a consequence because, remember, when you are playing Left 4 Dead, it usually can be a strat on early tanks to leave one survivor in an open safe room like this one, because if you do so and spawn the tank, the special infected cannot spawn in the safe room area. And due to this being an open safe room area, that actually strat can come very in handy here. I know it wasn't the strat here that they tried to do, but this is a good example. If you leave one person back and all the other three would get capped, leaving that one person in the back having to run back and clear everything, it just doesn't work that well. So this is just a really good example of two people get capped in the front and just not able to get the clears quick enough before the car came over, and the tank just ran up the hill and was just able to punch the car, and unfortunately it ricocheted in capping both survivors, and somehow that's just how it goes. And unfortunately for the first survivor team, they found that reality, and also death toll is being death toll. You can literally play all the chapters and everybody can die, or you can play all the chapters and it'll be a massive score. So there's a lot of hittables on this campaign. That's why we're going to play this one on Left to Learn this week, so you can get a really great idea of how open tanks are taken and how hittables need to be positioned properly. And if they're not positioned properly, how the special infected need to really help the tank maximize his damage output. So with that being said, we'll worry about that a little bit later. We'll see what happens with the survivors on this side, because we didn't get the infected the opportunity to do what they wanted to do because they killed them. But up here, we should see the survivors run back to the safe room. We want to see the tank bring both cars into play, maybe leave one like right around this area, and then push one in further. And if he still has his first pass, bring him up here onto the hill. And he can use the foliage here to kind of keep view through here and have the SI go in for attacks over and over again. And then what this is going to do is the survivor team is going to have to stay out of the view of the tank, because the tank has a rage meter that goes down, and if you look at the survivors, it literally doesn't go down. So you have to hide behind something like this rock back here to LOS the tank to make his rage go down. So we should see the survivor team in between SI attacks hide. And of course, the infected want to hit there while they're hiding. So it all comes to a time table. You got like 15 to 20 seconds when the spawns die, so you have that much time to hide from the tank. But you don't want to forget the spawn timers, because if they get a boomer and he's able to spawn like right there and boom you all over the top, tank's gonna come in and you're gonna die. So things that could happen. A lot can happen on death toll, and a veteran team can do very good against a team that doesn't know how to LOS or line of sight a tank. LOS for short.
Oh man. Francis.
Thank you, Kanye Puppy. But alright, here we go live. Teleports me to an infected, but let's see what the survivor team can do this time.
Weapons here.
Pre-spawn hunter.
Yeah.
Looks like the special infected are going to hit on the tank spawn. Pretty standard stuff here. Here comes the charger. Smoker missed. Charger stumbles on the sign. Hunter gets skeeted by Crusty. And this is going to leave the first tank. Oh my goodness, that was so close again. That's a really good car. He doesn't go get the second one, but it looks like he's pushing in. And it looks like he is happy with this. Oh, he's going. Oh my goodness. Okay. Never is able to back up. And we'll go over a roster rundown right now. And it looks like we'll go for Team Crusty. We'll have Dave, Never, C-Tank, and Crusty. And for the other side, we're going to have a Gorp, Hunter, Train, and Woodlink. So we'll have a Team Train coming in here. Smoker gets a pull. Charger goes in. Charger does get killed. He punches the car. Oh my goodness. The jockey lands. He's going to be able to kill the survivor. Oh my goodness, and it bounces over, hits another one. This is crazy. He's going to be able to grind both of them out. And one is dead. He still has 4,000 HP. He is trying to get this into the corner to get the other survivor. Okay, he got a little too close there. One more hit. All right. And that is dead Crusty. Tank down to 1,300 HP. Boomer not going to get anything. Tank's trying to hide, see if he can prolong his life. The Smoker comes in, misses the pull. The Hunter comes in. Hunter lands on Never. He clears. And it looks like now he's going to try to go up and punch this clear. Punch a little too early. That was God framed. Note, if you're a tank there, you want to wait a second while they get up so the God frame doesn't happen. But he's going to hide behind his car. And this should be a dead Gorp. And he dies off here. Charger's going to try to come in. Jockey's going to try to come in and finish this up. Jockey flailing around, finds a target. And they're going to be able to clean it up. 2 survivors will live. And now it's going to be a 2-person game. And it's really hard to call what to do here when you only have 2 survivors because the odds are really stacked against you. A good job by Never there and a good job by Dave, both the Dead Shenanigan team members, as they get a spit block there. Boomer's going to come and just kill himself, and they're just going to wait for their full team. They'll get a couple more points on the survivor side, but the infected will definitely, most likely, wipe them out here. And they're actually not going, so they're probably just going to die on the ladder. They need to go up right now. The time is ticking, but the special infected are ready to jump on them. And it's just a matter of time. Smoker. Oh, wait a minute. Can he get the jockey? Oh, he gets the clear, and they're going to survive the quad attempt. You got to eat his pills before he gets in capped. All right, they make it. They survive. They kill all 4 special infected. They're not able to grab the Dead Shenanigan team members. They continue to crawl. How much further can they get? So far, they've got about 30-plus points. They have 2 Uzis as well, so there's no shotgun player. They have a really good opportunity here to kill 2 SI and keep navigating the map to get even more points. Let's see what they choose to do. They're going to drop the Boomer down. The Boomer's going to land on both. Oh, this could be bad for them. They're going to both run inside the room. They're going to choose to try to send it. Hunter. Oh, they get the pull. Oh, he gets... No, it's not clear. Okay, M2s. Smoker pull goes down. And eventually they will get killed here. And too bad for Dead Shenanigans, but they will double up their points. Get about 126 to 63. Close game after 1. Shout out to Rising. What's up, man? Alright, welcome back, everybody. We go into Chapter 2. For those that are new, I do know that a lot of streams have designated times, or not designated times, but or like a set amount of time before ads run. For those that are new, ads only run in between chapters or before the game starts. There will be none run during a match unless Twitch does it on their own because I have them disabled. It will not happen. But for those that come in, just understand how it goes. If you want to take a break in between, grab a snack. That's exactly what's going to go on. When you see the ad, you got 60 seconds before the action starts. But for now, back into this one, waiting for about 2 more ready ups. We're going to see the opposite. It's going to be a late tank at 71%. And when we go into Death Toll Map 2, this is where it changes a little bit. We're not quite out in the open as we were on Chapter 1. We're going to be inside sewers. We're going to navigate through them for quite a bit. There is an event, a crescendo event that needs to be triggered, so the survivors have to hold out for an attack or 2. And due to these circumstances, they're going to have to wait out the entire event before they start tank. And this tank is actually going to be before they go down the end of the tunnels after the crescendo event. For those that are new to Death Toll, we'll just wait till we get there. For those that understand it, you pretty much understand right what I mean, what I pretty much mean there. But all right, 71% tank. Opening attack will be Tricap with the Boomer. Smoker, Hunter, Charger, and the Boom. No Spitter and no Jockey will be included in the first hit, but they will definitely be in the second one. And also for those that are new to Zone Mod, the spawn rotation is quite a bit different. No matter what happens, unless there is a tank in rotation, whatever the last 2 infected die on your team, you will not have in the next hit. So for conversation's sake, you kill Boomer Spitter. That means you will get a quad attempt. That's right, 4 cappers, as we would like to call them, would be the Smoker, Hunter, Jockey, and the Charger. They land on you, and that is pretty much just death right away. Pretty much the best attack in the game. You can't get that when you play Vanilla Versus. For those that want to know a trick, you actually can do it. It's very hard, but quad caps are usually only available by config or exploiting the vanilla config in your favor, which some updates almost deem that impossible unless survivors don't move. And for the strict sake of conversation while we wait here, for those that want to know how you would get a quad cap in a vanilla game, it would require the survivors to be holding out in an event, most likely on a finale, and you would have to put the special infected behind a safe room door where the survivors are within distance where they don't automatically despawn, and spawn your boomer in on one side of the door and then leave the game and come back. And your AI boomer will be stuck there. When you have a spitter, you do the same thing on the other side of the safe room door. And then you leave, you come back, and then since there's a boomer and spitter alive, they can't be put in the spawn rotation, so you'll be given quads until one of those two die. And you might ask yourself, how do you do that? Either leave the game, or have the boomer and spitter be the tank and hide them that way, which is very, very rare to happen, but you wanted to know? I let you know. But now, Chapter 2, let's go. Boomer goes out, not able to get anybody, and dies early. I'm going to push out quick. Crusty is out there. Hunter gets skeeted out of the sky. Smoker misses. Charger goes for the safe room. Not going to find his target. Gets a fist, though. And the Smoker misses yet again. And it looks like only damage that had come from Hunter, who was a Charger. Heard that right. I got that correct. And this Smoker looks like he's going to hold alive here. Or just try to die, which I think is the right play. But now he should save. Always kill Smoker off at the end, barring a tank commit, because you don't want a Smoker involved in a hit. Usually the better damage can come from the other SI, barring a choke point where you definitely want it, where it's situational, like a reset or something. But for now, Crusty's team's pushing up the sewers, and the infected are really lackluster here as the boomer dies off, and they're just going to play guard the event button, because they have to come out the sewer, hit this button, and they probably want to retreat back inside. It's a little bit more advantageous for the survivor team, not having that many routes for the SI to come from. Right now there's a lot of common. They're really separated. There is really no attention on the survivors in the front, if I'm being quite honest with you. They're going to jump back here. Jockey's trying to catch around. He finds a target. Hunter lands. Smoker covers. They do land a little bit of a rolling 2-cap, but it is cleaned up pretty respectively. But that'll make the damage output go up to about 5% per hit. They lost 10% of their bonus, going down a little bit more right now. Common lock, one of the survivors has to get out of the sewer, back up. And all right, into safety. And this is what we were talking about, Crescendo event. We should wait here.
We're good to go. Come on.
Go, go, go!
Boomer does get a nice triple boom. Charger jumps out. Jockey lands. Charger misses a nice rolling 2-cap. Jockey going for a ride, but the Charger does get killed off, not able to reach its destination. They almost double up on damage, down to about 81.5, so the infected should be happy with that. As C-Tank doubles up on the pills, grabs the extra set, and the survivors should start pushing before spawns are up. Or there looks like they might be rewarded with another hit, as the survivors are a little slow to push out, as they want to just make sure they play safe. And they're going with the 3 Uzi, 1 shotgun. There goes the pull. Hunter finds a target. Spit goes down, spreads. It could be a good amount of damage. They pull him into him, not able to get the clear. Francis backs up into it. And that's just not aware of where you're at. And C-Tank goes down, and he loses all of his permanent HP. And now the damage bonus is open. And that could be a smart target for the tank now to go for the damage bonus when he commits. We'll see if that comes into play.
This isn't working.
Jockey melted.
Reloading!
Not
I like
again.
the special infector are going to have to regroup and wait for another hit. Okay, they're actually going to be able to hit right around the ammo as they go up to where they started the event. Now, there's a lot of hits that have gone in so far. It looks like the special infected aren't really set up for this. D-Tank doubles up on the pills. The boomer comes up, gets M2'd. Charger going to relocate. And it looks like they're going to try to hit when they spawn tanks. See if they can keep them up the hill, or up the tunnel. Now's the time to go. They're going to... Okay, Charger doesn't go. Smoker dies. And our Charger hold. Second tank of the game for Team Train in the hands of Woodlink. And he has a tri-cap, but he does have bleed. Now, if you're going to commit here right away with this, there's no problem with it. You like your spawns, you can go in with it. But I don't like that he's committing right away. You should definitely wait a little bit, let the bleed happen to tank. It already bleed to 3 punches, so it works out. The charger's going to land. He's going to be able to cover that. 1 slam, 2 slams, 3 slams, double punch, 4 slams, in caps. There's 2 in caps going out. Jockey grabs Crusty. He's going to pick up a survivor. Woodlink very healthy here. He's just going to throw rocks and guard the Jock survivor. There goes the in cap. Oh, no, it's not out. There goes the in cap. Woodlink still very, very healthy. 2 survivors up. Oh, a survivor goes straight for the pickup. This is big. The tank lets it happen. He's going to throw a rock out in the open. Not a big fan of this. Gets shot a little bit. He lands the rock. Smoker lands. He's able to pick up everybody. Okay, all the survivors are now up, but the tank still has half his HP. Survivors bleeding everywhere. Bonus is gone. Almost, pretty much. Just a little bit of damage bonus and the health left on Dave. And Woodlink just recuperating here. And alright, he's making his way back in. Still first pass, though. His support's got to come early. Here it comes, 2,000 HP. Charger misses this time. Hunter misses this time. Tank's whiffing his punches. Jockey's in there. He misses another punch. He gets a punch there, and that is going to be a dead tank. So they're going to survive. What looks like was going to be a wipe, but the survivor, instead of shooting the tank, the last one up, decides to run from each in-cap person to pick them up as they in-cap another one. So 3 survivors get in-cap, and Dave chose not to shoot the tank and to pick up everybody, and it turned out to save his team because they are alive, and they still have a little bit of bonus because it's all pretty much on him, except for that little sliver of damage bonus. And what an entertaining turn of events, I'll tell you that. And also, I've noticed that so far for Dead Shenanigans here, we'll call it Dead Shenanigans since they have 2 members on them, or Team Crusty, that the shotgun player isn't really out in the front here. A lot of the Uzi players seem to be taking point, as Crusty was blocking a lot of spawns during the sewer hit. Maybe a little bit just out of position. Crusty should be taking point. Other Uzi players stick together.
Big time.
Reloading.
Right now, the Hunter is an easy target on that front Uzi guy. Oh, he gets skeeted out of the sky from Crusty, though. Crusty popping off for his squad. As there's a smoker pull into the Spinner's Venom, and that will get him in-capped. And never will go black and white. They will exhaust all of their damage bonus. Down to 159 left.
Yeah, okay.
Safe house up ahead.
What's up, Leo? Welcome, welcome. Left to Learn event where the community gets to play with some mentors from the community. Boom. Going to land. Jockey gonna come through. Charger in the back. Charger M1's from a mile away. Oh, they're getting damage here. Charger. Survivor is dead. There's an in cap. Unfortunately, the shenanigans are on Dead Shenanigans as they lose never. They close the door on themselves. And alright, they make it in with still 116 bonus. Not bad, but they do get in there. Subrise. Never makes it in. But not alive. He will die at the door of the safe room. And I'd say a lot of death toll attacks are pretty much just kind of along the way. Nothing really needs to be planned too much. You hit right out of the safe room, and if you get good hit and you slow them down a bit, you'll be rewarded with a hit right here. If you're not able to be quick enough, then you just save your attack to guard the button. And also another consequence is if you do get the chance to attack down there, and it doesn't go well, then you will give the survivor team a chance to hit this button and retreat back into the tunnel safely as well. But if you're able to be successful on 1 and 2 hits, then you actually could be rewarded with 3 before they even start the event. It looks like they're working it out. And here we go, second half of Chapter 2 along the way. Now let's swap sides. Let's see what Train can do. The other team didn't make the safe room, so they definitely want to be able to survive this tank and make it with a little bit of bonus. See if they're able to do so. Here it comes. Boomer goes in, lands. The Charger grabs the cell. Okay, all the infected stack on one survivor. There is a pull on Woodlick at the end because the smoker was cleared first. And all the damage goes on to Train, but Woodlick takes a little bit from the smoker, a little bit of friendly fire as well. And the survivor team is on the move, and they are also going to be able to navigate pretty quickly. Most of the commons are in the back. And this is a good job right now by Train navigating these sewers quickly, getting ammo reloads, get up out of the water, and now they're just going to be able to get up at the top, wait this out, and see where the infected choose to spring their trap. Are they going to guard the button, or are they going to try to catch them off guard? Don't know where to keep the camera with this Charger setting up back here. Okay, Charger repositions. Jockey in the front with the Hunter. Okay, so they're going to try to guard the button, it looks like. The Charger will come when the button is hit.
We gotta activate that bridge.
Alright, here it goes. They start it. Hunter comes through. Hunter lands. There's the stumble. Jockey not able to find the target. Charger does get killed, though. Good shutdown from the survivors. I mean, the infected still get respectable damage on this run back. Francis having a little bit of a hard time with the ladder. Eventually figures it out. And that'll turn their average per hit above about 5%, almost close to about 6. Now it's going to come up with these follow-up hits. See what Crusty can do with, or Dead Shenanigans can do.
We're good to go. Come on.
Boomer getting ready. Jockey looking for a spawn.
Reloading.
Charger down the bottom. The R comes out from Crusty, saying we're ready to go, guys. Smoker spawns up, gets the pull. Charger comes up. He lands the charge. Charge lands. Oh, the Jockey gets stuck on him, though. And then they still get some decent damage. Some more Smoker pull. And the Smoker dies off, and it's almost copycat of damage right now at this point, coming out onto both squads. Now, due to the SI hitting there, also you want to keep in mind when you're the special and infected, you want to try not to let your Boomer die first. Nice to get booms and you don't die first because you always get one again the next hit. And the infected did a good job of not doing so. They killed the Boomer and Smoker last, and you're rewarded with what I would like to say the best hit in the game next to the quad, the Jockey Hunter Spitter Charger. Let's see what they could do about it. He calls the R. They're waiting. Nobody's going. Jockey is up. Hunter is up. Charger is up. Hunter finds a target. Charger finds a target. Pound Spit works. And that is going to be a quarter bonus down. Pre-tank commit. Woodlink doubles up on the pills. There's no plan to go back. They're going to drop down, grab ammo. I believe they'll be able to get the tank before a full squad is up, but let's see. It'll be close.
Over here. Nice.
My Discord notifications really coming through? My bad if it is. There we go. There we go. Now it's shut off there. My bad. Alright, Hunter, Jockey, Smoker is now up. Yeah, Discord is now off. That won't be an issue anymore. Sorry, I was trying to copy pasta a link to the Discord, and when you have streamer mode on, it doesn't let you do that. For whatever reason, I have no idea, but Hunter's pouncing around. Charger's up front. Charger comes through. Nothing. Quad attempt is failed, or thwarted more so. Here he goes. Wait, what? I have Discord. 1 second, guys. Sorry. I have Discord. Where is Discord? How is Discord operating when it's closed? I'll fix it in between chapters. I apologize.
Weapons here.
What the heck? I literally closed the program and it's still dinging. But for now, we'll stick with the tank never. Hunter lands. That's a sick boom. The Hunter climbs up. Misses his punch onto Woodlink. Okay, gets him there. Follow-up punch onto Woodlink right there. Successful. And he chooses to bounce out. Woodlink is going to die. Oh, he's got to not let that pickup happen. Never's got to get in there. Never's got to stop this pickup. And he gets another punch. The charger lands. It's a tri-cap, and they're going to wipe out. No way. Crazy wipe coming out onto the survivors. That's all they're going to be able to grab. 358, 740 after 2. Back in a sec. What's up, Norway? Shout out to Norway. What's left to learn, my friend? It is brought back for the community so the people at home could play. You're at home, you watch a lot of tournaments, want to play with some tournament team members. This is a place to do so. Try to set it up every week. Not always successful, but we'll try to do the best that we can. Death Toll is the map of the week. As you can see so far, the game is not completely out of hand. Death Toll could be Death Toll. A lot of wipes coming out. What a way to come back, Norway. Come back to a Left 4 Learn. I know you've uninstalled the game, but it's calling you. Bring sugar. I'm just saying. Just saying. No crab, no toll, no... And it looks like we're going to repeat Chapter 2's tank spawn location. It's going to be at 72%. And if you play the Death Toll, a late tank spawn usually involves the survivor team running back to the safe room area to fight the tank because it's just more safer here. As you fight out in the open on this path, there is foliage on both sides of the road, which allows the special infected to spawn out of it and kind of jump into the survivor's face. Not only that, there is a car that's right here that is hittable. There's a car on the other side of the house that is hittable right here. And he also has another one that he can bring over from back here if the survivors choose to play forward. So there's a lot of opportunity for hittables to come into play. Right here is this other one. Not only on top of that, the survivors need to go the whole way through the map, then go all the way back. And this is a good example of Death Toll being Death Toll. A lot of navigating through the map, going all the way forward, go all the way back. This is how it turns out to be. As we wait for Gorp Gorp, we'll get the game alive momentarily. See if it's a special infected or... Okay, looks like they're getting ready to set up. See what exactly what they want to do with their 2-2. Hunter and Smoker be the cappers. Your disc is broken. You only played cold stream. Alright, Raph. And here we go. Chapter 3 is going to be along the way. Let's see exactly what dead shenanigans are going to do coming out of the safe from 100 pouncing around. Crusty shotgun, taken forward. Hunter finds the shotgun player. Spit will follow up. Smoker gets cleared off before the Hunter clear. Respectable amount of damage going out onto Crusty for a pound spit, and that's about as textbook as you can get. Coming out there with a 2-2 spawn, over 5%. Very respectable from dead shenanigans. I didn't see quite the death order, but sometimes it's the cost of distraction to get the goal in the end. Let's see what happens. Jockey first, Charger then. Boomer shortly follows. And they do have a tri-cap with the Boomer. Charger not in a real good spot right now. And they're just going to be able to push this. This Charger is nowhere to help here. Oh, he spawns behind the pole. The M1's off the top. Oh, he finds a target. Smoker lands. Jockey land on the same target. Smoker, Crusty knows what he's doing, trying to get the clear. He gets common locked. And this is going to be a lot of damage on Dave. Getting molested here by the jockey and the smoker. Dave's able to pop his pills before he goes down, but that's about to open up the damage bonus, and that's 2 hits, and they've already excluded about 33% of the bonus off the survivors. Impressive job from the Special Infected. I didn't think it was going to turn out to be much, but the boomer was sensational. And that boomer is the reason that happened.
Looks like we're getting close to Riverside.
Damage. Charger, not able to find a target. Under land, Spit follows up shortly. Boomer comes in. Can he get the stumble too? Nope, not able to get the proxy stumble yet. He gets it now, but not in the Spit. 1 punch, 2 punch. Dave goes down. And look at the damage bonus melting away. 50% of it is down already. They get up. They get a little bit more because somebody was down, so they'll get an additional 16% from the in cap. 66% damage bonus, 52% health bonus. 3 sets of pills left. Dave has to eat his 2nd set of pills. They find an additional one in the cabinet. Jockey is already walking around the foliage. Spitter's going to choose a different location. Smoker's up. They have a Poo 2. Oh, never mind. Not a Poo 2. Tri-cap without the charge and the Spit. But it will be the 3rd tank of the game for Team Train into the hands of Hunter. So there is a tank in the hands of a Hunter. And that's, you heard it right. Not very many times I get to say that. But that's the way it is. For the Zavanka Cup, I'm not quite sure if I would be casting that one. If I won't be casting it, 9-0 will be casting it. So if their Charger is going to land, the Jockey is going to land. This is big damage. Never is caught separated from his team. He can get over there. He's going to have his car. Oh, the survivors are in a pickle here. Oh my goodness, the car is on the roof. Okay, it falls down, almost hits Francis. Hunter has to hide with his tank inside the bush. He throws a rock up, not going to get it. The survivors kind of don't know what to do. They got to be careful. Oh, he hits a rock onto Never. Smoker goes for a reset. He gets it. Oh, Never. He lands another rock. He punches Never. Another punch onto Never. Never is going to go down. Hunter is going to try to pounce the survivor who is separated, but gets skeeted by Crusty. Or by Wootlink, I'm sorry. No, Crusty skeeted Wootlink. I got it backwards there. He goes for the car. He punches that out of play. He's going to turn around and go for the in-cap guy. One survivor is lagging. He has to delay the pickup. Boomer hits the down guy. Hunter going after the slow guy. Hits him to the car. Hunter's about to die off with his tank. Can he stay alive? Punches the car. Oh, no, he misses. One more punch. No, he doesn't get it. And it looks like somehow the survivors will survive. Charger is going to miss.
Charger! Reloading! Charger!
Spitter has to go back for a delay. There will be the Spit delay. I'm not going to be able to pick up Never, but I don't see a scenario where they'll kill him off. But wow, what a crazy turn of events.
I'm not gonna let you die. Come on, up you go.
This
Thanks.
old body ain't gonna
My
make it.
pleasure.
I'm not feeling real hot.
Hurry! Move it!
Boomer, walk in, gets popped, and not going to find a target. Hunter does get a DP. Didn't state how much it was, but the survivors are crawling. Jockey gets an end cap. Survivors are separating a little bit, and the infected are kind of picking them off one at a time. Smoker looks like he wants to go for another reset.
1 second. I'll get
Pick
you
up.
back on your feet.
Complete.
Ammo here.
It's all distance game now. There's only about 100 and some points left. Okay, I lied. There's about 200 some points left to have. Charger misses. Charger misses. Jockey latches on. Smoker lands. Resets Never again. Never goes down again. And it looks like the survivor team are debating on cutting their losses. And nope, they're going to go get him.
I can help you out.
Dave says, no, we're not leaving anybody behind. Never gets picked up. And now we're going to play
Thanks.
the event, or this choke point again. Boomer's going to grab some people. No, he gets popped. Crusty says, not today.
A machine gun?
They're thinking about it.
Hell with this.
Hunter is out of position now.
Man.
Jockey's in a good position. The Charger needs to go kind of now. Time's ticking. Here comes the Charger. Charger misses. Jockey. Hunter lands. So they won't get reset this time. Spitter. A couple more dings on the Dave, who is not black and white yet. Never is black and white. 20 HP bleeding. Tank is 10 HP bleeding. 1 in cap. Crusty's the only one who's not been downed yet. And is the only reason they have 4 points. Because he has 4 health. But unfortunately, it won't give you a point. Charger misses. Boomer does not. Smoker pull never. Cleared pretty quick. Jockey coming in. M2'd. And everybody will crawl a little bit longer. The boom survivor finds the ground because the boom.
I can get you back up. But we need to find you some first aid. Because if you go down like this again, that's it for you.
And progression continues.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Hunter pouncing around. It could come out the foliage. Charger having a difficult time though. Okay, Charger finds it. Hunter comes in, finds a target. In-cap goes out. Charger, another in-cap goes out. Never is doing everything he can to stay alive. So Never is not dead yet. But it is looking like his demise is about to come any second. As soon as this boom wears off, he's probably going to be the dead one. And okay, they'll survive a little while longer. Okay, never mind. Bill just blasted him. Dave says, nah, you're going to die on my terms. Charger? Wow, that Charger, impressive strafe. Not able to get the kill though, but they do lose. The dead shenanigan people have died. C-Tank, separated, gets pounced, and is dead. And Crusty is all alone. Oh, Crusty shuts him down.
I'm bad. I am bad. Yes, I am.
Uh-oh. The common might get him. He's down to 5 HP. Now it is 1 scratch from anything. Boomer finds a target. Oh, he kills the Spitter. The Boomer comes in, and the commons get him. And that will be dead shenanigans dying before they get full distance. And now there's all the opportunity in the world for Train Squad to bounce back a couple point delta with a few chapters left to go. I don't know about casually. It looked intentional as hell. So I don't know what you're talking about casually. That was about as deliberate as it was. Rescue Rabbit. Cannot be special summoned from the deck. You can banish this card you control. Summon. Special spawn 2 level 4 or lower normal monsters with the same name as your deck, but destroy them during the end phase. You can only use this effect to rescue Rabbit once per turn. Alright. You've seen it, guys. And here we go. Chapter 3 is along the way. Second half. Train Squad. Dead Shenanigan members, Hunter and Wootlink, trying to bounce back some Delta points. E-Tank GG comes out. There we go. Smoker gets the pull. The Boomer does not get the pull. There's a smoke. The spit's a little late though. I would like to see that spitter quickly, but they do get a quad attempt. It looks like that might have been their original plan. They really wanted to make sure that they had the quad, so that might have been why the spitter was a little late. It's understandable, but no damage value coming from that. Just 13 damage on the board, even though the survivors have taken 15 damage, probably a common slap or some friendly fire. But either way, quad coming up. Difficult for the Charger to find a target here. I'd be very impressed if he lands here with a full set of spawns. Quad tough to land here. Easy baitable. Charger pre-spawns. There's the Smoker pull. Oh, he lands on his head. Oh, he lands the Charger. 1 slam. Jockey lands. I mean, it's really good damage coming out, but not the quad that they wanted, but Still not bad. All pre-tank chip too. Oh, he gets pulled down. Link gonna have to run it around again. Smoker doing everything in his power to stay alive, and he's able to do so. Oh, he gets hunted down. And he is dead. Oh, he had the chance to get away, but he didn't go for it. But alright. They do have a hunter, a spitter, and a boomer, so the reset won't happen here unless somebody pops a boomer on themselves. Thank you for the follow. Pound spit works out. The hunter spit will die at the end, so they'll have to tri-cap with boom for the next set of spawns. Charger's already going to be waiting.
Weapons over here.
Heads up! Reloading! Knock it off, Lewis!
Look out!
Reloading!
Scrim is unsuccessful. There's a lot of common infected on the team. They're going to land a little roll in 2-cap, and Smoker gets cleared with a stumble with a boomer proxy. Smoker pull goes out again, gets cleared right away. And that's a quarter bonus gone. All the survivors still green. Hunter is the closest one to being slow at 45. The question is, what's the survivor team going to do for this tank? They going to go all the way back? And it looks like that's indeed what's going to happen.
Look out! Oh, shit!
And he's going to bring his car. C-Tank has control of the tank. And Survivor's just going to retreat pretty much uncontested until the choke point comes back where they have to reset. And here they go. Boomer. Not able to find it. Finds it late. Not going to grab anything. Unfortunate for him. Hunter gets skeeted by Train.
I hear a boomer.
Dave's Boomer probably not going to do much here. Also, this is difficult to get this car over. And man, he just made it look easy because there is a barrier above here. Going for his car. Try to dig it out. Takes a little bit of chip getting it, but not much. Alright, survivors have chosen not to set up in the middle tower. Ooh, probably not the best place to put that. He's going to have to pay to go get that. And he's going to leave it. Boomer gets popped. Oh no, this tank's going to have a rough time. Woodling trying to give him the jukes. Doesn't get punched far away. Charger walking in. Lands. Jockey lands. C-Tank doesn't go for the car. Oh, he had his car there. C-Tank, you definitely want that car to get that in cap and maybe even grind him out. But that C-Tank's tank will die. And Team Train now has a chance to make up some points.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, if you go back and watch this video, C-Train, definitely go back there and play with the car, that foliage. Where the jockey was, he could just have the jockey push him in there. And get the in cap with the car. Maybe rock the car once or twice. See if you can get a good land on the survivor, rock back and forth and get an insta-kill pretty quickly. Or grind him out with a couple of punches. I know his HP was kind of low, but you have the foliage to help you kind of hind your body in there. Boomer above, falls in, grabs one. Proxy stumbles wrong way, not in the hole. Smoker reset. Hunter in the front. Bit up top. There they go. Smoker lands. Hunter stumbles. Okay, resets one survivor. Charger misses. One punch though, and that's all they're gonna get. Spitter should be able to delay if he can get the angle right. Right off that telephone pole, like right. Now, he doesn't do it. Bank the shot off a telephone pole, land right there. Could happen.
Here.
What's up, Cletus?
Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Cool, Cletus. Welcome, my friend.
Almost to Riverside.
It can be cleared pretty quickly. It just needs the full team to focus on it, especially when spawns are only like one at a time. Should be pretty easy. Smoker's not going to grab. Boomer does. Jockeyed into the spit. The jockey doesn't hurt the spell. He pulled through the spit. Survivor jumps through the spit. And it would seem, at least for this chapter, guys, that Team Train is going to make it to the safe room door minimal. Unless they get quad capped or something crazy happens.
Oh, nice. A cabin in the middle of nowhere. I know how this movie ends.
Watch out. Ammo here.
There they go. Out the door. Hunter up. Charger, Boomer, Spitter. Boomer grabs one but dies first. The infected choose to go here. They're gonna. Charger. Oh, he gets a double. And the Charger couldn't find Woodlink. Eventually does, but it's cleaned up. They do lose quite a bit of bonus.
I'm reloading.
But they're going to be able to continue the crawl. And now point delta is being broken into, and points are being made up.
Look out.
So they'll at least get within 200 points with 2 chapters to go. At least.
In that church.
Reloading.
30 more points to be had. Additional 300 in bonus. Okay, they don't go full distance. They're going to back up minus 12. Smoker pull. Jockey misses. Charger does not miss. And cap goes out. Oh, this Boomer can make this very rough for the survivors. Oh, what a boom comes out here. Lands a triple boom, but they get the pickup. Pickup was big.
Why you shooting me?
Bomb's coming up. Let's see. It's going to be a tri-cap with the spit. No smoker. Great spawns. Charger trying to find something, get that angle that's a little beneficial for everybody else so he can help. Charger finds a spawn, walks in. Oh, he gets 1 punch, 2 punch, lands. Oh, it's a rolling tri-cap that comes in. Francis is able to finish it up, but Woodlink's going to get, 2 people are going to go down, and it looks like they're going to exhaust all of the bonus.
God, let's get you back up on your feet.
It looks like a 1 more SI hit minimal. All the points is going to be on Gorp Gorp. Shout out to Heffy. How you doing, Heffy? Hopefully your night's going well, my friend.
Watch out.
Hunter is in the bush, making noise. Here they come. Charger lands. It's another 2-cap coming out here. Francis gets cleared. The Charger might kill somebody. Hunter is almost dead. They should be able to get the pickup.
Come on, you gotta get up.
And the safe room door should be open. And they should get in there. AI Smoker. Jockey comes in. And that's the last of the bonus as Francis walks into it. And it'll be a full distance game.
Need to keep moving.
And we're going to be, what, about 220, 215 points away.
Anytime.
2 chapters left.
Outstanding.
All right, here we go into chapter 4. Couple hundred points between the teams, not much at all. So it's still anybody's game, even early tank sitting at 29% of the way through the map. And as we go back to chapter 1, when we were talking about, this is the one chapter where hittables are everything for the team. You better make sure you have all your hittables in a pretty advantageous spot, or try to get them to where you can funnel the survivors into a certain area back here, whether it be on the other side of the fence around here, whether it be to the left over here, or whether it be the right over here. It all depends, and you can always get it, and as long as the hittables cooperate or you're able to get them in position, you might get chipped down a bit, but you should be able to get in there. As RighteousWolf takes the spot of Train, which is interesting. They're going to sub out one of their players. Not quite sure. Alright, Never is AFK. We'll just wait for Never to get this match along the way. Again, we're going to see very early tank, so we'll see probably one SI attack, maybe a second one. That's a really early tank. So, man, I don't even know if they need to go into the room, just across the bus. Maybe out in the open, around the Magnum room, where the Magnum is at. Probably around that vicinity is where we'll see tank spawn, so it shouldn't be a problem running back either. It should be pretty clean. And here we go. Could be the last side. Smoker gets the pull. It's there. There's the boom. Oh, the Charger was not ready for it. Oh, he almost still got it. Oh, the Charger. Poor Gorp was not in position. You want to be right here, Gorp. You just drop down and charge. Not able to get it. But an entertaining beginning to the chapter for sure. The Charger walks by the moving van or the box truck. Everybody stops moving. Now they're getting common locked. They might actually want to go here quickly. Here comes the Charger. Spawns are getting ready. There's still a lot of commons. One flying into the sky. There's still a lot of commons. Finally cleaned up.
Look out!
Spit's a little late though. Pounce was good, but the execution on the Spit follow-up was a little bit to be desired there. I would have liked to see the Hunter land, then the Spit go out, wait for the pickup to happen, right when you see the iframes begin to exhaust, charge the wall there, charge the little sandbag, make them stumble, and then punch them once or twice to get some extra damage. That'd probably be the wise play to do there with the Charger. Might have been the idea, just didn't come out the best for them, as things are getting stuck on skyboxes. As a RighteousWolf looks like he'll clean up tank for his team. Alright. No aggression either from the survivors. Those are good spots. He doesn't go for the hatchback though. Find a peek. Gonna throw a rock or two. Boom lands. Hunter lands. Rock was actually pretty close to Dave. Nope, not that time. Train is left. See you later, Train. Thanks for playing. Rock not gonna reach this destination. That's a really far rock to land.
Good shot.
Dave's a little low on ammo. Smoker gets the pull. Alright, they're using more ammo here. Even Crusty's getting kind of low. He switches to his pistols and only has 31 shots left. It's like C-Tank's gonna sit there with a pretty good amount of ammo. It looks like this might be what Righteous Wolf is trying to do to get these guys to run out of ammo. I'll tell you what, if they run out of ammo, not easy to kill a tank with pistols. Almost gets a rock there. Dave dangerously low on ammo. Hittable comes flying through right in the opening of the fence. Alright, Righteous Wolf's got to go. He's in danger of losing this tank. And it is in. Yeah, you got to go. He's trying to delay this. Oh, here it comes. It's a sick boom, though. Bounces it off the wall. That was a smart play. He's got to get over to it. It's stuck against a tree, though. This might not work out very well. Off another tree. Jockey trying to help him. Oh, he hits one survivor with it. Jockey trying to grab Dave. Gets M2'd. Rock coming out here. Gets the rock onto Zoe. Another punch onto Zoe. Zoe misses him. But he caps him anyways. 2 people are down. Charger's coming in. Dumpster coming. Oh, he cleans him up. He gets a 4-bagger. And that is an in cap going out on all the survivors. And Righteous Wolf cleans up this survivor team.
Hey guys!
And man,
Really
what an entertaining game, I'll tell you that. Alright, as we go to the next next side of the chapter, it is 4. I don't know if we're gonna see the finale come into play here. We'll have to see. Noah calls out ammo in the store. Go, 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 called by Crusty with a oops. And here we go, final half. Chapter 2 along the way, or second half of Chapter 4 along the way, more like it. They'll land a 2 boom on the down survivors, which puts the other 2 up top in a pickle. They're just going to go inside and get the 2. Oh, the jockey lands. They're just going to grab the 2 that are outside. Still great damage coming out, almost 20%. I like to play from the special infected. They choose to go for the survivors that were boomed on and try to avoid the insta-kill attempt here. There is an insta-kill out of the safe room on Death Toll. I'm not a big fan of it, but it is there. And here is probably going to be the last tank for this game. Unless they sub into the finale when we have a boomer stuck up there. Bitter's up there too. Car. Hunter dead. Spitter walking in dying. And Dave, who has a tank, just waiting around. Probably going to go get a car or 2. Oh, survivors pushing on him here. Dave's got to bounce off that ladder. Go get another hittable, Dave. Hittable in this corner. Come get this. You should cook on this dumpster. Okay, doesn't need to get it, but he has one there. There's one dumpster. Okay, that one's good. He should go back get the one behind him. Alright, Dave's not going to do so. He's content with what he got. Woodlink pops early. Oh, that probably not the best spot. It's going to be rough for Dave here. He's going to have to push survivors. Survivors can push out. Interesting they're not doing so. Francis going to push. Alright, he's in. Oh, early punch. Goes directly for the car. Oh, it bounces off the curb. Oh, it bounces off the curb again. Oh, it flies to the sky. Charger misses. Dave down to about 3,500 HP. Punching dumpster through. Bounces off the wall. Not going to find anybody. Looks like they're ready to push him. Dave trying to get out of here. Climbs a ladder. Jumps backwards. Still with about half of his HP. This tank could still have potential to do stuff. As he's bringing his hatchback out of the ditch. Oh, it's not cooperating. Oh, this is not good for Dave. Okay, he gets it out. He gets it out. It's playable, too. You can jump over there and knock that over there. Jockey trying to grab one in the safe room. Rock coming to cover. Not going to do it. Jockey dies off. Here they go. Oh, the cart. Not gonna cooperate. Gets one punch, but it was iframed. He misses there. Desperation hittable coming in here. He should rock it, try to pop it over the fence. Throw an E-rock. He does not. And it looks like Dave is coming down to his last attempt. And 120 HP. Time for one more rock. Not going to get it. And that is going to be Dave's tank down. 30 bonus gone. And the survivors now can gain the lead for the first time.
Reloading.
You're 2K away, Heffy? What are you trying to get to 10? Hunter. Boomer walks in. He grabs one. Jockey from the room. Finds a target. Hunter, very late to the party, but does eventually land. Boomer stumbles. Spitter dies. And it will be a quad attempt. As Woodlink most likely is going to eat pills to continue fast. There it is. And alright, now the point delta is almost taken over. They're only 100 points away from taking the lead.
Reloading.
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 This way.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Choke point being slowed. Here's the quad try. Oh, it's almost a tie game. It's tie. Here they come. They backed up. It's a tie game if they land right now. Okay, never mind. They didn't go. Here they go. Smoker, Pole, Charger. And quad shut down, and the survivors look good.
Really? Thanks.
The infected are typing GG.
Reloading.
Oh yeah, there is a chapter 5. We try to do finales in Oh, I see what you're talking about, Heffy. Boomer gets a quad proxy. I know what you mean, Heffy. I know what you mean. I do have to change that, though. I'm not going to change that I'll play, but I'm going to change it to center, or to Theta Pug instead of center. Because I'm not downloading software on my computer that I don't know what it is. Charger comes in, lands. Spitter comes around. No, it was a quad. And they don't quite time it right. And everything gets cleaned up, and this bonus is huge. And I don't think finale even matters. It's such a massive score. Boomer. Hunter lands. Charger comes in. Charger misses. Common flies in the sky. Oh, he lands up top. Okay. Oh, there's so much damage. Charger escapes. No, he does not. He tried to, but there was so much damage that went out there. Woodlink is about to go down. Oh, he pops his pills, but he goes down when he eats them. And only 3 of them are going to make it. They're going to get a lead, but by not as much as they could have. And they'll make it with 3. we go. They'll make it in. They now swapped into the lead. 17-18, 12.99. No, I will not download software. I don't know what it is. I have to switch that to CETA, which is fine. CETA Center. I would prefer to play Center, but I do not want to download software on my computer. Alright, looks like some people are leaving. Okay, Never's back in there. Sleepy's being called in as Dead Shenanigans. Full squad's back in there, just a little separated. Alright, here we go, the final chapter along the way.
I hate vans.
Weapons over here.
Righteous Wolf taking point. The first time they have had the lead the entire game on Chapter 5. Early tanks going to be coming in. They will be getting one SI attack pre-tank. That is going to be it. There's a couple hittables that could be brought into play from the tank. He has one hatchback in the back. Smoker pull is coming out here. Looks like they're going to try to get a pull on Righteous Wolf. It's successful. The boomer comes in. Lands a nice double boom. The jockey was a little late, but they do get some good damage coming out here pre-tank. And so far, three survivors taking damage. Gorp just took a little bit. Sleepy staying at 100. Fifth tank of the game for Crusty squad. Into the hands of Crusty. Oh, wow, that's an incredibly good spot. Okay, survivor teams are going to take the back inside. Okay, now they're coming out.
Look out!
Crusty here. Got the other hatchback. I didn't even know that one was there. You learn something every day. He is in the door. Gets his first punch there. Gets his second punch there. Charger misses. Gets another punch. Jockey riding. Hunter lands as an in cap. Gets one punch there. Another punch. In cap. Oh, he gets a punch there. Another punch. 3 downs. Only one left. Crusty goes for a rock. He gets the curve rock. And he chases the survivor out the door. And all he has to do is stand here. He has plenty of HP. He lands the rock as well. Sleepy taking the rock. Only thing he can do is kind of run forward. Smoker lands. He lands another rock. And it's one more follow-up punch. And that is going to be the survivors wiping out. Leaving the opportunity for the Dead Shenanigans to make a comeback. One more chapter to go here. Second half. They've got 20 points. That was it. So I do believe the other team's going to have to kill one tank, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. They have 3. They need what? 439? They need 439? Oh, I think that's only one tank. They just got to kill the first one and last long enough. Yeah, when a tank has 3,000 HP, when he solidifies a wipe, usually everybody did their job. Here's the other hittable. There's a little commotion to talk about what the last side's going to do here. Baiting. Never and Dave, like they're discussing. Coach is not moving. Not Coach, Francis, who is Crusty. And here we go, final half of this Left to Learn session. Been a back and forth, not a back and forth battle, but it's been one-sided, but not by much the entire way. Only a couple hundred points. Then Delta was never more than what Team Crusty has, not Team Crusty, I'm sorry, Team Righteous Wolf has now, which they gained by making the safe room on the previous chapter. Smoker pull out the door, gets cleared. Boomer not gonna get it. Charger gonna miss its target, and that'll be pretty clean take by the survivor side. Crusty never just a little bit, but it will be the 5th tank of the game for Righteous Wolf squad into the hands of Sleepy. It looks like it's gonna be hatchback time. Okay, that's not in a bad spot. That's in a good spot. He just rolled right in, and he's going to. Oh, I don't like this play, though. Sleepy's going to take the scenic route and try to get the extra car. He actually only loses a couple hundred for it. That's not terrible. He doesn't pay too bad for it. Survivor teams are drastically separating. Okay, the car's out of play. Zoe is actually going to turn out to make a smart, but the car falls back down. Oh, Zoe can't get around. She does. Car bounces off. Zoe eventually gets hit. Hunter gets skeeted. Smoker gets the pole. So it looks like the tank can in-cap another survivor. I don't think he's going to be able to get anything else now. He's just trying to stay alive to the car. Nothing more, and he will get an in-cap. Pretty standard tank coming out there.
Oh, shit.
You're fine, Zoe.
And where the survivor got in-capped, he's not able to get the grind.
Hey, no
This is
problem.
not going well.
Yep.
They want to go inside. Spitter not ready yet. Charger has to change position. Wants to come from behind. Charger coming in. Oh, he misses. Spit will be late. They will sack for quad, so it won't be long unless this jockey dies. Jockey goes in. Okay, no quad. Be tri-cap with Spit. All right. Points are getting ever so closer. 100-point delta has been passed on this chapter is what they got, so they need additional 338 is what's left. Survivors are getting a little common locked right now. The R by Sleepy. Righteous Wolf has to despawn, not able to find anything out here in the open. Looks like this is where they're going to spring the trap. Smoker trying to find something. Alright, Hunter making noise. Charger starts walking in. Charger lands. Smoker lands. It's a roll-in tri-cap that comes in. Cleaned up. The Charger's going to get it in cap. And that's going to be a black and white Dave, too. Actually, Dave might die. Dave is all the way down to 63, 59, 57, 55, 49. And all right, he will survive. But he is black and white. His monitor has lost color. They're getting an additional 50 points now. 250 left. They need to start this event. They need to pump a bunch of drugs into Dave. Go out on the dock and grab those pills. No death charge is going to happen.
Reloading.
Okay, they don't get any pills.
You ready to roll?
Here they come.
Actually, no, it's not type better chat. Boomer lands. Jockey lands. Smoker doesn't. Boomer gets M2'd. This is a pretty standard place to take it. The points are accumulating. They just passed 200 threshold now. 238 points left to go.
Yep.
220 has passed. I think 440 is what they need to get the W. Hunter coming in. Charger. Charger lands. Alright, Dave is taking a lot of damage here. They're going to have to feed Dave some pills. But never eats them. Never doesn't share his pills with Dave.
I go down again and I'm dead.
And if they do not...
Ah, shit.
And they need these pills ever so desperately. The special infected need to kill Dave. All they got to do is kill Dave here. They find the pills. They find him. Can they get him to Dave? Dave grabs the pills. Dave eats the pills. He is now safe. Spawns are coming up. The points are already up almost one. Oh, they need 7 more. The Hunter lands. The Jockey lands. 4 points away. 3 points away. And it looks like they're going to be able to do it. And that has done it. They have mounted a comeback. They've kept the win the whole game, and they finally came back here. What a back and forth fight. The GGs are out. It looks like dead shenanigans, the two side. I'm not quite sure which one's which here, because there's 2 dead shenanigans on each side. So Dave and Nevermore looks like they'll come out victorious. Smoker goes in. Does not grab. Boomer walks in, dies. Charge spit, maybe? Charger. Spitter gets picked. And it is finally cleaned up.
Watch where you're shooting.
Guys, feel I don't think I'm gonna make it without any help.
And there is the final tank of the game. And it looks like they had 100 points to spare. RighteousWolf spawns right next to them. Oh, he's gonna punch the rock. The survivors probably had no idea this was even hittable. Boomer lands. That's big. Boulders flying around. Tank's trying to get it into play. And this is the 7th tank for Team RighteousWolf. He really wants this boulder. There's not many times you get to play with this boulder as a tank, but he wants to use it now. He is trying to get this thing going. And the survivors are going around the dock. They got to be careful. There's a death charge possible. Or death punches. Yep, and that's what I'm talking about. Dead. See you never. Never, you should never hold out there. He goes back for his boulder again. And he lands the boulder onto Tank. Jockey finds the target. Grind out here. Only one survivor left up. Oh, what a skeet coming out by Crusty. And that is going to end it. And that will be Team Crusty / Dead Shenanigans getting the victory over Team Righteous Wolf / Dead Shenanigans with a score of 1843 to 1738. And what an absolute entertaining game that was. GG's.